Good evening to all of you, dignitaries on the dais and dear friends. In the field of medicine, it is very difficult to establish a new concept. You require support of institutions, a lot of research work. I have established a new concept in the field of medicine where I have started treating the patients without medicine through the power of their subconscious mind. The mind is very, very powerful, and we can treat many sicknesses without medicine. When I was posted in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, I came across a Gujarati saint and yogi. As usual, I used to conduct a free medical camp in Chennai. I was conducting the same camp in Dar es Salaam. Suddenly, this gentleman came and he said, "Doctor, I want to show you some miracle in your medical science." I said, "Sir, this is my visiting card. We can meet some other time. Let me finish it up." The very next day, he was there in my hospital, and I welcomed. I said, "Yes, sir. Please bring a thick bore needle through which you are draining, taking out the blood for blood donation." I said, "Yeah, I will." We brought the needle. We were sitting, some of our colleagues, doctors. "Please penetrate this needle." "For what?" "Do it, please." One of my doctor, he did it. Now blood started dribbling. I was seeing him. You know what he did? A command he gave. Wonderful command. "Stop bleeding." And bleeding stopped. I laughed, smiled. I said, "Sir, blood is clotted. Needle is clotted. I want to listen this only from you." And he did it 5 to 6 times. "Start bleeding. Stop bleeding." I mean, the moment he says start bleeding, blood dribbles out. The moment he says stop bleeding, bleeding stopped. We were all surprised. What is this? And then he said, "I want to show you another thing. Please take me to your cardiology unit. Put a cardiac monitor. I'm going to reduce my heartbeats up to what level you want." I said, "As per the medical science, below 40 we don't accept. Up to 40 it is okay. If you go below 40, we will use defibrillators. No problem." He has just relaxed himself. And we, our cardiologists, we started, watching the monitor. From 70, the pulse starts coming, beat start coming, 65, 60, 50. We started seeing each other. What is this? How can it possible? Then again come down. He brought it up to the 40. And the moment it reached 40, again it started coming. It was a process of nearly 20-25 minutes. He woke up, and then in Gujarati he said, "Dikra, doctor, is it miracle? Can your medical science can prove anything? I said, no, sir. It is really a miracle. And then I requested him, I want to learn. It took nearly 1 month. I took 1 month training from him. What I found, everything revolved around the meditation. When I was practicing, reaching to a level where I am not aware of my body. No surroundings, just merged. That time you develop a lot of power. And then there I started treating my patients, very chronic patients, oozing eczema, this irritable bowel syndrome, migraine, where you require a lot of no, come. And they all started responding very well. I came back to India, started a hospital, as well as with the medical field I used to practice, but this combination therapy I started and I was enjoying. Of late, by year 2000, I have realized it that stress is a major cause for many, many sicknesses. A chronic stress can lead to, or long-term stress can lead to serious health problems. It can cause anxiety, depression, hypertension, uncontrolled diabetes, what we are seeing nowadays, sleep disorders. It suppresses your immunity system also. Cardiac problem. What he said few days before, one of the doctor collapsed because of the stress and he died. He was a very senior physician. Dr. Zamil is here? No. Okay, fine. So, stress can give a lot of problem, and many stress related problems are there which I have mentioned in my book in all the details, as well as the solution how to manage stress. I feel the best solution for stress management, my audio programs. Because wherever I go, everyone used to ask, doctor, you have a book? I said, no, I have not written. I was in Bombay dealing some Bollywood stars. They said, your voice is very good, we want to capture your voice. Then I came and I have made varieties of audio programs. They are like peace of mind, sound sleep, stress management, anger management, Om meditation. Om is such a thing you listen every day, all your stress goes out. I have made a special CD on Om meditation with commentary. You listen and my voice that take you a deep. It is a 20-minute CD. All my CDs are 20 minutes. Even for students, because lot of suicide students are committing. I have made a special audio program for students also. What I say, quit smoking. Many people are smoker here. Listen to my audio program of quit smoking. 3 months and come back and tell me I am still smoking. My voice, when it goes inside you, what I say, stop smoking. Stop smoking. So the moment you bring a cigarette, they feel as the doctor is sitting here and telling you stop smoking. Many of my clients, they say, sir, I am going and buying a cigarette, suddenly you start speaking here. Nicotine patch, nicotine this, that, nothing. It's all mine. You develop a strong willpower, you can get rid of everything. So this, my program, increases your strong willpower. So what I say, my audios, they are here. Listen these audios. If you want a good result, daily spare 20 minutes. Varieties of audios are there. Spare 20 minutes every day till you achieve your results. This is all what I have done, and today I am thankful to all of you. You have come here and you are going to see the result of my work. Support करने को बोलो. Now I would like to honor, please spare some of your time. I would like to honor the people, those who have supported me during this process.
Good evening to all of you. My association with Dr. Tiwari goes back to when I was in Chennai city in traffic. And as we know, the traffic cops are highly stressed mentally and physically. So we use his services and plus other team of doctors to treat them in different way and give them different advices and all. And since then, my association continues with him in different way, in different platform. And as Prince Asif was talking about the state management and all, I always find a state is nothing, but it is a state of mind. And these days, you know, a state we are acquiring it because of jealousy, because of environment we are living it. Though a lot of things is not required to be acquired, but we have become so much over-ambitious for no reasons. How and why? We can't explain ourselves and all. And that leads to lack of sleep, lack of good relationship. And you can list out the negative part of that and all. And still, we go ahead with those kind of ambitious achievement and all. Recently, all of us have read, you know, one about the youngest CEOs who died at the age of 41, 42. And he says he was physically fit, doing so much gym, blah, 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 blah. But reasons they could find, was not able to sleep more than 3 to 4 hours a day. That's why he died it and all. So, somebody has to take a lead to take us away from this maddening rush. If we are able to take care of ourselves from this mad rush, if I reminded of Mother Teresa who said, you know, we should start prayers with the family together. Every day we do that, prayers creates love, and that love take you to other end of the world. So this we are missing in the family itself. We have the family, we don't know where the family is. We are so mad after everything and all. So I'm really happy that Dr. Tiwari has come up with this lovely book. And he will be the platform to bring us from this madness and create a beautiful society. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Dear friends, in fact, it is not possible to describe in words my association with Dr. Tiwari. In fact, I should say that I met him by chance. In fact, I have been here, that means in Chennai, from 2006 to 2010 as Commissioner of Income Tax. And during those days, I had a chance to meet him in chamber of some of my colleagues. I don't exactly remember his name, but he indeed left a lasting impression on me. In fact, stress is not a stranger to me, or for that matter, any officer working in the income tax department. Early, I used to wonder why there should be a stress. But later on, we came to realize that stress perhaps is an integral part of one's life, rather it is a defensive mechanism very essential for survival. And if you are not satisfied with the environment that you are in, obviously there is a stress, and there is more stress if you want to change it. So it again depends upon your approach and mentality. And here I find the association with Dr. Tiwari and exchange of ideas very useful. In fact, on many occasions I offered myself as guinea pig for some of his experiments. It is a bigger guinea pig. And I have no regrets. Stress management is one of the very important aspects of medical knowledge, which I think in India we are neglecting it. It is not getting the attention that it deserves. But it has now required more because the stress in society is assuming a gigantic proportion, and it is here that the persons like Dr. Tiwari, they are God to the society. And I think my feeling must be shared by many of guests that are present here, and you will agree with me the utility of the science that Dr. Tiwari is propagating. I think I won't come to as an obstacle in a big way. In fact, there are many other speakers who are waiting to express their feeling. So I should vacate the space for them. Thank you very much.
Dr. Tiwari is a friend. He is in a way my teacher also, because I have learnt a lot from him. He is the person who is my medical support. Fortunately, I don't require it frequently. In fact, I have rarely ever required because of his constant inspiration. And he is a very big moral support. He is one person who can be by your side and make you feel comfortable. There was mention about why stress should be managed. I'll just say a few words about that, and then I'll say a few more words about Dr. Tiwari. This question was asked me by my daughter when she was studying for her MBA. She read about stress management and she said, why should we manage stress? Why can't we abolish it? So I wanted to give her an innovative reply. I didn't want to talk to her. I didn't want to tell her what I had read in books. So I thought about it a little bit, and then I took a couple of pieces of wood, twigs as we call them, and I made of them a bow and arrow, as we used to do when we were small children and we used to see Ram Leela, and then like Bhagwan Ram we used to make bow and arrow, tir kaman. So I made a tir kaman and I stretched it. Then I said, you just see, the more this branch is able to take that stretch, the farther the arrow goes. So this is the work that stress does for you. So the more you are able to take stress without breaking, the more you will be able to achieve. This is lesson number 1 from stress. Then I said, again look at it. So I played with a few of them, some of them bent, some of them broke, and she understood what I was trying to say. Then I said another lesson is, now when we have stretched it and we release it, the faster it comes back to normal, the better that twig is. So this is the lesson, second lesson from stress management, how soon you come back to normal. So in stress management, keep these two lessons, very important lessons in mind. One is, make yourself like that flexible twig, which can twist, do a lot of stretching, take the arrow very far, but not break. And secondly, the moment it is released, you come back to normal. These are two fundamental principles of stress management to my mind. I am very glad that Dr. Tiwari is sharing his long years of experience in his book. He had been telling me that he is going to write a book, and the way he took time, I knew that he wanted it to be a real magnum opus. I am glad that date has come today, and it coincides with his birthday. So the birthday of the book and the birthday of the author coincide. I wish 100 years on the birthday of the author and 100,000 sale of books on the birth of the book. Thank you very much.